Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today we are going to talk about what is going on next week because we know it is Comic-Con and I gotta get my ass to New York. But have I scheduled a ride? Do I have anything prepared? No, 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 of course not. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. So as you know, in the beginning of the video, I mentioned I am going to Comic-Con. It is coming up next week on October 11th. I think the first day is on the 10th, which may or may not be a Thursday. I haven't looked at the dates. I'm not really looking forward to going to New York. Now, it's always a struggle. I have to get up real early. I got to catch a bus. There are other ways to get down there. There's like an Amtrak that I can jump onto. Probably a train and just go straight down there. I could drive over to Jersey and then take a change from Jersey to New York. There's a bunch of shit I can do, but I am just lazy and it depends all on the price. Now, I am going down there for one reason and one reason only, to get Funko Pops. Now, when I bought my ticket, I did buy the insurance policy. Like, if I didn't want to go, it was like $7. I can refund my ticket and get back what I paid. And tickets were pretty hefty this year. They raised the prices. They ripped the VIP tickets away from past VIP people and started giving them away to new people. And I guess that's kind of fair. You know, you can't take advantage of a system for years and years and years. That's what the VIP people were kind of doing. And yeah, so I have the Friday, and I was thinking to myself, if I didn't get to the Funko Pop line, or if I didn't put in enough points to get into the line before everybody else, I wasn't going to go in general. Because that's the only reason that I go down to the New York Comic Con. I don't like to go over to the card section. They don't really play Magic the Gathering the way I play it. I like to play an old school 60 card deck. I heard that in the Commander decks, you have to have 100 cards and you can only have one of each, which is fucking stupid as shit. Why would I buy more than, a couple packs? It just, I don't know. Logistically and financially, it just seems like a waste of money if you're not going to let people get 4 awesome cards in a deck and shit like that. Why would they keep buying packs? I don't know. And, with Magic the Gathering coming out, they have the Avatar sets, they have the SpongeBob sets, they have so many different sets. I don't know which one is banging, which one's killer, which one's the best one to get. I just don't have any of it, and I don't want to find out or learn how to play the new way. Now, they do have a couple of things down there I was interested in, like hitting up. I know they got like Dragon Ball Z stuff, and of course they're going to probably have a big One Piece display. They might even have a spot for Yu-Gi-Oh! They did have a spot for Yu-Gi-Oh! The last couple times I've been there, but it's basically the same old shit. You get a basic deck, you play somebody, if you win, they give you a little token, you go up and they give you a little trinket. Not really worth my time and not really worth my effort. So like I said, I go to the Funko Pop line, I stand in line for as long as I'm going to have to. Now, I have an 11 o'clock spot. It starts opening at 10, which sucks. That means people who are 10 are probably going to be there until 12 o'clock. And then I'm probably going to be like 12 to 2, 3, 3:30. I don't remember the first year that I got in the line, but I know I had an 11 o'clock spot as well, and it took me a long-ass time to get through, and I basically missed a bunch of shit. I went with Howard and Chris, and they went over the Chainsaw Man thing, and I didn't get to see the Chainsaw Man thing, and I was really hyped about it. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah, and I met, let's see, Captain Pops that one year. That's the first year I went. I got in the line and met Captain Pops. I wasn't a big fan of his at first, It kind of took me a little while to become a good fan of his. I don't even know if I'm a big fan of it still. But to make a long story short, this is going to be my 4th Comic-Con, I want to say. And, hopefully it will be better. I'll meet my friend Brian down there. We'll talk. Maybe we meet Orange Cassidy. He used to be his roommate, so that would be pretty sweet if I get to meet Orange Cassidy. Now, I'm not a big fan of his wrestling. I cannot stand him with the punches and the slow kicks. It's just terrible. And CM Punk's not going to be there either. No CM Punk at New York Comic Con. It's all a bunch of I don't want to say losers, because we got Danhausen there. Danhausen, my man. WWE wants him. AEW won't let go of him. I'll give props to Orange Cassidy, but I don't think MJF's even going to be there this year because he just got married. So he's probably on his honeymoon. He took some time off of AEW as well. And I don't know what other WWE stars are going to be there. There might be Matt Hardy. I don't think Jeff Hardy's going to be there. I'm sure Rikishi's going to be there because but no one really fucking cares about Rikishi. Maybe Mick Foley. Who else did I see there before? I don't know. Undertaker? Nah, Undertaker's not going to be there. Maybe AJ Lee. AJ Lee ain't going to be there. And I don't think Becky Lynch would be there or Seth Rollins. There's not going to be any big names from WWE who are going to be there. So that's kind of lame. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have anything to really look forward to at, New York Comic Con. I'm not going to go up to the booth and buy a bunch of shit that I don't need. There's nothing that really ever jumps out to me. They do have, like, mystery boxes for different things, like a One Piece mystery box, and there's like a bunch of goodies and shit inside of there. So maybe I'll check that out, because I've seen it on, a lot of Instagram and shit like that. But other than that, I can't tell you for the life of me what I want to do other than the Funko Pops. I'll probably go and try to see if someone will play me in Magic. I'll bring my decks. But the prior years that I brought them, I basically just sat at a fucking table and did absolutely nothing. And one year I just sat in the chair for like 2 hours waiting for my fucking bus to get there. So I'm crossing my fingers. I don't have to wait in line real long. I'm going to schedule my bus for 4 o'clock. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to schedule the bus for 4 o'clock, and I'm going to have to wait like 3 hours. I'm going to get into the Funko Pop line. I'm going to get out of the Funko Pop line, and that's going to be it. And it's going to be lame. And then I'm going to wait for a bus back to Philadelphia. Nah. Do we even, if I really didn't get that 11 o'clock spot, I really wouldn't go, but I feel like I have to now. And there's only a few Funko Pops that I really want to get. I want to get the Itachi and Susanoo, even though it's a pretty penny, but I know it's going to drop, and I guess I could really settle for a shared sticker, right? And then they have, Brooke. That's a One Piece one, and then they got the Lucci. I don't know, folks. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, the devil on one thing is like, just fuck that shit, who cares? And then the angel on the side is like, hey, who gives a shit either? I don't fucking care. Neither of these motherfuckers exist, so I don't know what to tell you. And am I going to dress up? I dressed up as Ash Ketchum one year, and it was a shit show, because I was in line all day. And nobody, said, hey, you're Ash Ketchum, or wanted to take a picture with me. And then the next year I went, I just came as, I threw on my 8 Minutes with Aaron hat, and I don't remember what shirt I wore, but whatever shirt I wore, it wasn't a really good shirt. I went by myself. And then the last year I went, I don't even remember what the fuck I wore. Something comfortable. I'm thinking it was something comfortable, because I don't remember sweating that much, but I had to wait over an hour and a half for the bus that it was supposed to be scheduled for me to get the fuck out of New York. And yeah, I have family down there. I got 2 cousins down there. Maybe I'll text them or call one of them and be like, you want to chill? It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But look, it's all next week. I got, a week to get this transportation thing together. So make sure you leave down in the comments to remind me, because I know I'm just going to forget. Anyway, my name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time when we go over more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave down in the comments what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.